Hi, everybody, and welcome to Cope with Hope. Today, I have an old friend of mine, Keith Stevenson, who's very sweetly agreed to come on board and do this interview with me. I met him when I was 16 for my first fashion show with Salome Roy Kapoor. I was a very nervous model on the ramp. And ever since then, we've been in touch with each other. I know his wife very well. They're very dear friends. So thank you so much, Keith, for coming on board. Keith used to do the hosting for our fashion shows. He's a brilliant actor. And I think about 30 years ago or 40 years ago, he moved to the US. So, no, when did you move?
No, no. Well, one is that it's lovely to be here with you on Cope Pope. I've been watching your episodes and uh, enjoying hearing about people's lives and their emotions and their feelings. And we've been here for 23 years.
Okay.
23 years. Sometimes it seems like 40,
Yes.
but it's 23 years. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what made you move? What made you move?
I think it was a confluence of things at that point of time. It just happened out of the blue. Our green cards came, and at that point of time, business wasn't doing very well in Bombay. I'm talking about 96. Things were not very good business-wise. And we thought, chalo,
Move.
let's go and see what it is. And then uh, took all the children, our dog, and moved here. And it's different. It's wonderful. It's good. It's bad. It's I think as we grow up, Rani, we realize that life is not black or white.
Yes.
It's gray. And when I say gray, I don't mean somber. I mean there's nothing that ek jagah mein everything is wonderful
Yes.
and in the other place it's terrible. That what is good here,
It's
they're different things
yeah,
that
good there.
make up our lives.
Yes. Yes.
Uh, one thing was that I had come here when I was much older, and it's not that I came in when I was a teenager. So your perspective of life changes,
Yes.
and I'm basically an absolute desi Indian, with a
Yes.
name like Keith Stevenson. I'm still Indian. And, I keep telling my kids, ke, ghar ke andar, that's India.
Yes. Yes.
Darwaze ke bahar, that's America. But that's what it is,
Yeah.
You have to take, life is not one straight road.
No.
There are so many byways and this looks very good. Chalo, is taraf chalenge, us taraf chalenge. Or you say, chalo, isi raaste pe chalenge.
Huh.
But somehow he suddenly gives you a swift kick in the rump and says, hey, bhai, is taraf jana to.
It's
Is
so
taraf.
true.
Yeah, and so you
Yeah.
just go with the flow.
Yes.
Sometimes, should I have gone? Should I? It happens. I see my kids, by the grace of God, they're doing well.
Yes.
I'm a
Yes.
grandfather.
Oh, lovely.
And so, as
Yes.
I said, we are led on a path.
Yes. Yes.
God gives us opportunities, as I said, various byways, raste hai, yahan, wahan. Sometimes he leaves it to you as to which road to take.
Yes.
And if you firmly believe that there is a God, there is an Almighty who is there for you,
Yes.
if he feels that you've taken a wrong road, he puts a stop sign and turn left here,
Yes.
turn left here.
Yeah. So, wow. So, you are a person who believes in science. So am I. Cope with Hope is about that. I just get a sign that call this one, message this one, and ask them, and they have something to say that's important for people to hear. So I'm a great believer in science. So, given that God plans this for us, what would you say are five life lessons or life mantras that Keith Stevenson follows or lives by?
Wow, wow. Now you're asking to think deeply.
Oh,
What do I live by?
Yes.
Again, we set mantras for ourselves, we set standards for ourselves to live up to. Sometimes we are unable to live up to those standards, but we say, acha, ye karna hi chahiye hame.
Yes.
We like to be, all Indians are hardworking people. And that
Yes.
is a basic thing that we feel, ki nahi, kaam karna hai, koshish karna hai, aage badhna hai. We have to do that. So that is one. Two is love. You must love what you do. You must love your family, your wife, your children, your grandchildren. And sometimes you must also love yourself. I think in a life, a lot of times, we forget to love ourselves. You can't only love yourself, but
Yes.
you must love yourself also.
Must start with yourself.
I don't know, sometimes that's very hard to do,
Yeah.
that to love yourself, because one is so anxious to love your own family and see that they are protected and
Yes.
kept safe. I think this is a carryover from my Indianness, that
Yes.
my parents really cared for me and loved me, and Benita's did too. And so we have to be there for our children regardless. And that is an extremely important part of our lives. In fact, coming to America was part to see that our children had a good life. Not that they could not have had a good life in Bombay,
Yes.
but it's zamana ke time. Things happen.
Yes.
And we left at a time, our children started doing well, and it's all जो लिखा हुआ है,
God's
that
grace.
is what will be there. That will be there.
Hard work, love.
One thing you must also, third one I would say, is don't hate.
Yes.
Don't hate. We get to hate too quickly.
Yeah.
We get to judge too quickly. I used to always be told that when you're pointing a finger at somebody, 4 or 5 fingers are pointing back at you. Because
Yeah.
one other thing that has, when we were young, Nani, we thought we were infallible. We were
Seriously.
immortal.
Yeah.
Nothing will happen
Nothing
to
could
us.
touch
Nothing.
me. Yeah.
Kuch nahi hoga sada, chalo. But, and we are very egocentric at that point of time. Ki ye karna hai, wo karna hai, aage badhna hai, ye karna hai. But as we grow up, we realize that it is not me, myself and I, it is us.
Yes.
It is us. We have to look out for everybody.
Yeah.
If we don't look out for everybody, who the hell is going to look out for the people who have no love, who have no people caring for them?
That's beautiful. So hard work, love, don't hate. It's not me, myself, and I, it's us.
It's us. It's us. It's us.
Yeah.
And another thing came to me. Most of my life was in India, in Bombay.
Yes.
23 years, it's you suddenly realize that this country has enormous problems.
Yes.
Enormous problems. We would think, America, yaar, sab kuch acha hai, America, ye acha hai, wo acha hai, falana acha hai. But it's the same thing, because at the end of at the crux of existence of humanity is that we all belong to each other.
Yes.
We are brothers, we are sisters. I cannot understand how hate is being instigated all over the world between people who were once brothers and now are cutting each other's throats. Why? When you die, where are you going to go to? We're all going to go to the same place.
Absolutely.
We're all going to go to the same place.
I love that.
It's just that this comes with age, I think,
Yeah. We
I
all
hardly think I'm
belong
wise,
to
but
each
it's
other.
age. We
Yes.
belong to each other.
Yes, absolutely.
I've done such a great deal of stuff in my life. acted. I've done 5055 fashion shows and beauty contests and everything. You name it, I've done it.
Yes.
But as you grow older, it's not that, it's that it's almost as if you're going up on a hill and you're going in a wide angle shot. And where you see that it's not me, it's us.
Yes.
It's us.
So beautifully said. Keith sings very well. He sings as well.
Yeah, I did a lot of musicals. Yeah, I think that we are given one lifetime.
Yeah.
Use it.
Yes.
If God has given you this much talent, use it all. You can't be excellent in everything you do,
No.
but do it. Do it. And what I love seeing is people who were kids, like a 16-year-old girl who I used to know used to walk on the stage and wow the audiences like crazy. Look at the mature person that you have become, Nandinii. Look at the person that you have become. And you're such a friend. We have not met in years physically, but that doesn't mean anything. Because you said, Keith, chalo, karenge. Because I think that our friendship, and not only you, I've got so many friends in Bombay,
Yes.
that you continue that friendship that we have made when we had no matlab.
No, it's a bond of love. I think it
That's
even
it.
beyond friendship. It's a bond of love that will be there always.
And I would go even further to say it's like a family.
Yeah.
We have created a cocoon that, and all of us have regaled in our colleagues, you, the other girls, the models, all of them enriching themselves in their professions, in their lives, in their work. And it's so great to see when I look, my window is Facebook to home, I see that and I see, oh, Javed is doing well. Lubna is doing well. So-and-so is doing well. That is going well. Wow, tali, tali, tali. Great.
Because fills your heart.
It fills my heart with great pride. With great pride to know that we all started. I may have been a little more experienced because I was a little older than you. A lot older, I think. But we're all growing. And one part that I keep telling people is that this yatra that we're on is a yatra, it's a journey. There is no destination. This train just keeps going and going and going. You want to get off and take that connection, you take that connection. But the journey is eternal. The journey is eternal. This is only one bodily thing that we are. Who knows what lies on the other side?
Who knows? I agree with you. Who knows? So beautifully put. The journey itself is the destination. The journey is life.
Journey is, that's right. That's it, And I hope that people will realize that love it's
everything. I'm sure they will. If the 16-year-old who was walking on the ramp, giggling away, thinking the world was hers, and she was just going to click her fingers and it was going to happen, knows that love is everything, then surely that's what most people feel.
But again, that's 16. Bloody hell, at 60, I also felt. You have to have that josh for life.
I agree. The joie de
You
vivre.
have to have that josh for life. You've got to say, I am going, like people say, are you retiring? No. And I always say, I'm going to retire after I die. Because once I'm dead, I'm dead.
Keith, you'll be rock and rolling then also in heaven, by the way.
Who knows? I'll send you an email or a text. I'm sure there's heaven WhatsApp or something like that. Once you message me.
So what does hope mean for you? What does the word hope mean for you?
hope. I would say it is such an ethereal feeling. There's a saying that says, hope springs eternal. Mankind is always hopeful. We always hope that tomorrow will be a better day. We always hope that what we had to go through, our children will not go through.
Yeah.
The sufferings that my parents had to go through to put us into cathedral and this and that and the other, we didn't realize that at that point of time. Live. But as you grow up, you realize that this hope springs eternal, is that hope is it's embodiment of love and caring, and it's so vast a concept of hope that I cannot say, what do I hope for? Hope is ethereal. It's like a cloud. It's like a mist in our hearts, in our yearning for a future, for our children, for our families, for our friends, to live at peace, to live with love, to live with sharing, to have a table that's always blessed with plenty of food and lots of bottles of daru. And most important, laughter.
Oh, yeah.
You must laugh.
Yeah.
You must laugh.
Yeah.
And friends bring, one of the worst things about this damned COVID pandemic is that it has disabled us from laughter.
Yeah.
It's disabled us from meeting together and suddenly getting that magic that we instill in each other, and everybody's laughing.
Yeah.
You won't believe, the other day we were invited out for dinner. It was a friend here's wedding anniversary. And it had been almost a year since we had gone out to a restaurant to eat in a restaurant.
Yes.
We spent the whole evening laughing and joking and drinking and eating and living. Felt alive again. I believe this thing, we've been hibernating for a year.
Yeah.
We're not bears.
No.
But we've been hibernating. I may look like a bear sometimes, but we are hibernating.
Yes.
And I'm looking forward I'm dying to come back home. Both Benita and I want to come back home. But I'm not 21 anymore, and I'm going to be careful of my health to come there. But wo bhi hoga. And so hope, if there is no hope, there is no tomorrow.
Thank you so much, Keith. Yes. If there is no
hope is tomorrow.
There is no tomorrow. Yes.
That's it. The sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow there'll be sun. That's what it is. We need to hope that tomorrow, when we were young, we didn't care of the halat of the world. But as we become more mature, we realize that we have to leave this dharti a better place than when we came here.
Okay. Yes.
And more I've begun to believe that the earth is God.
Oh, yes, I agree with you.
The
Before we end, will you sing a little bit of Tomorrow? And love you guys. Love Benita.
Love you too.
I want to do a session with you and the children and Benita. We have to do it. So look forward to that, everybody. But as we're ending, will you sing a little bit of Tomorrow?
Tomorrow, tomorrow, I love ya. Tomorrow, it's only a day away.
Love you, Keith. This is lovely.
Love